What's good, guys? It's your boy Justin J coming to you with another car video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right, how to get over your ex. Guys, listen, it's gonna be like this, right? You have to remember at all times that you should never be falling in love with a woman. Falling in love with a woman, like those emotions, like thinking about when she's gonna call, when she's gonna text, waiting till the day of the day and imagining these things and stuff like that. That's for the woman, guys. So you always got to remember, when your woman breaks up with you, it's for a reason, and you have to go back and identify, well, why is she giving me this energy? Was I doing too much? Was I not being the man, the masculine versus the feminine, right? Because when a man is being very masculine, it naturally brings out a woman's feminine, right? So it just goes together and it flows. But when you're being too feminine and she's getting a little bit more into her masculine, you start repelling. You just start repelling, guys. And if you started off very masculine, it's going to become a problem. And these are really small reasons why women will break up with you and start chaos and start arguments, make little things big problems, because they really want to find a way out of the relationship without being judged for it, guys. So always remember that. We're going to go into a lot of scenarios that happen during the breakup, before the breakup, and after the breakup, and what you do to move on from the breakup, guys. Because I know a lot of guys struggle with this, and I saw it in the comment section. This is for you. This is why I'm making this video. Guys, I've been through breakups where I didn't know what I did wrong. I didn't know where I could have fixed it. And you can't fix it, guys, because when a woman doesn't want you anymore, she doesn't want you anymore. And there's no sense in trying to show and prove and do all of these actions to get back in her good graces, guys, because it's just not going to work. A woman doesn't really feel sorry for you either when she cheats on you. When, as they say, hypergamy comes calling, they don't feel bad about it, because it's something that you're doing. A woman is always reacting to your actions as a man. So when a woman wants out of the relationship, 9 times out of 10, you weren't really leading masculine enough, and there's another option out there that she wants to go explore. But she can't make it seem like, women are never going to be upfront about their nature. Women are always going to use words to soften the blow or make things seem, less than what they are. Friends with benefits. He's just my friend, just stuff like that. Sneaky link. Oh, we're talking right now. Okay, you're talking. So his, never went anywhere near your, you guys haven't been kissing or anything. You're just talking on the phone in passing. That would be talking. But once you cross certain lines, you're dating at this point. You're just not in a relationship, You're not married, you're not hitched, you're not in a relationship, but you are dating. Guys, you're going to have to maneuver and understand women's language to really get good with them and understand them. And that's going to help you understand why the breakup is happening. So you're going to understand what happened in your breakup. And then when you move in your next relationships or your next situationships or whatever, you're going to be able to remain stoic and understand these things before they happen, guys. So always remember that when you're out here in the dating game. But when you're actively going through a breakup, right, guys, it's always going to seem like you kind of never seen it coming. If you're not the person that's initiating the breakup, you're always going to be like, wait a minute. I thought that we were moving okay here, and now she's giving me this energy like I'm not enough, or whatever I'm bringing to the table is just not enough. Guys, you have to understand that you're supposed to release women. You're not supposed to keep women. That's the way you allow space for more women to come into your life, and you allow more time, to give towards another situation. So if a woman is ever acting like, well, you should be doing this and you could have been doing this and you should be doing it. Well, listen, guys, it's all about you anyway. Guys, here's the thing. Men want to be in relationships, yet you're not good. You probably don't even have 4 walls to kick a chick out of. You know what I mean? You have to have your life set up in a way where you bring a chick in to bring value. You guys can kind of grow together. But at the same time, if she got a problem, she got to go. So when a man is still stuck up over a breakup, guys, you got to understand, once you elevate and get to that status of being that motherfucker, like that dude, a breakup is nothing to you. It's next to nothing to you. It's like, okay, great, good riddance. Because at this point in my life, guys, I look for reasons to disqualify women. But when you're in the midst of it, a lot of emotions are going to be running high. See, guys, you're never going to understand, because see, like I say, when your woman goes out into the world, you're going to be like, oh, my girl's faithful. She would never do that. Listen, A woman being faithful to you is her doing, she's not going to do anything that she wouldn't do in front of you while you're not there. So that means even putting her hand on a dude's shoulder as they're conversing, you know, she will never do anything like that. You know, looking at a dude twice, you know, because he looks attractive, she ain't even gonna do anything like that. So your girl is always gonna find pockets to be unfaithful to you guys. She doesn't act on things, but not everything she does is 100% faithful to you. So you guys gotta know this. So like when you're in a relationship with a chick, you just know, okay, I know that I have a good woman here. But if she wanted to wake up and do X, Y, and Z tomorrow, I know she has the power to do so. But see, you're never going like, oh, you know, I can't trust my woman and she's this, that. No. Just acknowledge that she's a woman. That's why guys, you know, they're so heartbroken when they get broken up with, because they believed in the fantasy. They believed, oh, my girl's not like that. Oh, my girl would never do anything like that. Instead of leading like, you know, I know my girl, I know all girls have this inside of them deep down. And, you know, my girl goes against that, you know, but I know one day she could wake up and be on that. But, you know, for right now, we're cooling, you know, we're building, we're doing what we're doing. See, when you move like that, you're less prone to heartbreak, because you're like, yo, I'm good with or without her. I'm the man, and I was the man before she got here. So I'm gonna be the man after she leaves, because all she was doing was bringing value. That's why she was here in the first place. Okay, now that she's gone, I'll just move another chick in her position. And here's the thing about when chicks are being kind of like, you know, combative in a relationship, or they're not giving you that respect. A real woman, guys, she knows that she has to get down or lay down when there's select dudes in the room, or she got to get the hell up out the room. So it's like when a woman's showing you she doesn't respect you like that in a relationship, there's nothing to even talk about anymore. So if she's initiating the breakup, good. It doesn't matter if you initiated, she initiated it. Good riddance, guys. It doesn't matter who initiated the breakup. Just know that you're on to better things, because, all right, when a woman breaks up with you, she has another option. Don't think that she just needs time for herself, or I'm figuring myself out, I'm finding myself. No. Yeah, she's finding another dude to do monkey double backflips on. Best believe, guys. So never believe that. That's another part of it. Guys, you have to build this mindset of once a woman moves on from you, you know she's going to go to some other dude. So why are you even thinking about her like that? Because you know she's not thinking about you when that dude is smashing her out, right? You know, when they slip out and he put it back in and she's all like screaming for him and shit and calling him daddy and shit, she's not thinking about you guys. So what the hell is you doing thinking about her? You should be on to better things. And I'm gonna keep it 100% real in these videos to let you know the harsh truth. When a woman moves on from you, you think she's knitting sweaters? Do you think she's watching like old blockbuster movies and shit like that? No, she's going to get her back blown out, guys. And then see, that's the thing. She'll move on to that guy and then realize that it wasn't what it was, and then try to come back to you, or she's just going to keep it pushing altogether. But guys, when a woman breaks up with you, it's literally doing you a favor. No more is it that you have to put in this effort and show and prove. You shouldn't have did that from the beginning. See, that's why I say men must be men. See, guys, when you lead like you're good with or without something, and like, see, you can love a woman, but you gotta love her, like love her, not be in love with her. You get what I'm saying? Once you guys get to a certain stage, you will have more love for her, but there's no reason to be all in love with her unless this woman has done something where it was like, you know, you can obviously tell she wouldn't have even done this for her own father. She respects you that much. Okay, when she's showing, improving, and bringing value like that, okay, guys, then you can start showing more love. But to be in love, like, I'll do whatever. If I can't have her, no one will. Cut that shit out. Cut it out, guys. You gotta learn this stuff. And see, this is why I say you should never simp for a woman, because whenever you simp, that just lets her know that you're prone to put up with bullshit. So check how it goes, right? When she breaks up with you, you're gonna notice she's being very wishy-washy. She's gonna be all over the place. And you're gonna be like, wait a minute, like your words aren't aligning with your actions, but mine are. So wait, what the hell is going on? Guys, she has other things going on. Women are very emotional. So one minute they wake up and they feel this way. The next day they wake up and feel this way. So you as a man, you have to wake up feeling the same way every day, so you know that it's her and it's not you. Guys, don't trip, because you're going to mentally go insane trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. Guys, just know what went wrong. Like, try to figure out what went wrong with your side of it. Like, what did I do wrong, or what was I doing too much? And no, okay, I have to readjust. And the next woman I get involved with, I'm going to do less of whatever I did in that situation. But don't change up your character. Like, if you're a good dude, still remain a good dude, but just know that your time and your attention is worth so much more than just some chick giving you some box in exchange. No, she has to bring value, guys. Or if she doesn't like it, she got to get up out the spot. See, because when you get broken up with 9 times out of 10, you're leading like too much of a nice guy, a simp. You're trying to be very attentive, and that just doesn't breed any more mystery. Once a woman figures you out, or like knows that you have no other women, you have no other options, you're like, she's your go-to, she gonna show you her true colors, guys. Now, it's gonna either be positive or negative, but that's gonna show the true colors. And it always happens when you give up everything to be with one woman. The breakup is going to come soon after. Trust and believe. And let me put you guys on game, right, for your next relationship or situation with a woman. When a woman really likes you, it's so hard to get rid of her, guys. It's so hard. She wants to call you from the moment she wakes up. She wants to call you on her way to work, first lunch break, you know, on her second break, then on the way home. Then just want to call you to tell you everything, wants to be up under you, wants to make sure you're good, wants to bring things to you, add value to your life. So when you're going through a breakup with one chick who was probably not doing any of that at the end, just always remember, a new chick that values you and likes you for you is going to bring so much value. So take time off, build yourself up, go back out into the dating game, but never let your ex, you know, get you all bitter. And I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you guys. See, when other guys who have game out in the world bump into your girl, see, this is why your game always has to be tight, because another guy can meet your girl. See, this is the reason why she's acting funny. If you're going through a breakup or you feel it coming right now and she's acting funny, she met another guy who's gamed up, right? He got in her ears and he spit some flavor, right? So now he's dealing with her, but you know, he probably knows about you and is telling her, yo, just go back and deal with him. We cool, what we got going on. Don't let him know nothing. I'm telling you guys. So you always got to be on point out here, because when a woman starts acting funny or giving you energy like you're not him, somebody else is him to her. Trust and believe. Women are never single, guys. They're only single when their looks fade, or, you know, they have to opt out of like not playing the game anymore and just complaining, or, you know, I'm strong and I'm independent, I don't need no man. Trust and believe. Chicks in there, you know, from the moment they lose their virginity to like all the way to like 27 and even 30 and even plus sometimes, guys, they're out here and they're sourcing. You know, they're out here and they're getting their back blown out. So remember that, guys. When your ex is acting funny, there's 9 times out of 10 a new dude in the situation. And how you handle this, guys, like to get over a breakup too. Let's say you already broke up, right? And you're still feeling the aftermath of the breakup, guys. You gotta literally find a hobby, fitness, you know, editing, photography, whatever. Find a new hobby that is going to allow you to meet new people and just be in a different light, like be in a different vicinity, a different scenario, around different energies, different people. Because if you stay inside the house and do nothing, oh, you're done for. You're done for. You know, if you're matching with chicks on dating apps and you're leading, talking about your ex still, you're done for. You're done for. If every time you try to open up to a woman, you're like, oh, well, you know, I just recently got out of a situation with my ex, you're done for. I mean, maybe you'll get some pity booty. You know, maybe you'll get some sympathy sex, you know, because it does happen. You know, one time when I was a beta male, I was complaining about this chick who played me out. And, you know, chicks were all in my inbox like, you know, I would never do that to you. And, you know, like, can we hang out? Because I would love to show you a good time. And so you will get pity booty from it. But at the same time, you don't want that. It don't make you feel like the man. You might get with another chick and still be hung up over your ex, or be sleeping with her thinking that it's your ex. Like your imagination like kicks in, and you're having sex with this chick thinking about your ex. Guys, this shit will infect and pollute your mind unless you know that, yo, as a man, that love shit, cut it, man. Cut it, because it will literally kill you inside. That beta male inside, that inner simp. That's why I made that, the Simp Chronicles, how to kill the simp video, because you need to kill it or it will kill you. It will eat you up slowly but surely, guys. Here's another way, right, that you can get over your ex. You need to make new memories with yourself and other people. It's like, I do have a lot of good people around me. There's no reason to be bitter or upset, because here's the thing. All those memories that you have with your ex, all those places that you took her, being very attentive, guys, being a gentleman, traveling together, dinner dates and stuff like that, even going out of your way, buying jewelry, meeting her parents, like being cool with them. She doesn't care about any of that when it's time to break up. She's not going to be like, okay, he did X, Y, and Z, which proved to me that, this is the guy for me. No, guys, it's almost as if like that's an extra reason for them to just dip out. Like, you know what? He did all of that shit, sucker. Like, thanks for nothing. I'm on to the next. Think about it like that, because it's true, guys. Just the words don't sound good. Like I said, women always have lesser words to make their actions seem like they're not that bad. So pay attention, guys. So realistically, guys, to get over your ex, you need to go no contact. Block her on everything if you have to, because I tell a lot of guys, when a woman's playing games with you, you don't have to block her. Let her watch from the shadows. But your ex is a completely different thing. You need to cut all ties. And when you don't give something energy, it dies and it just goes away. I'm telling you, like, even in your own head, when you just stop giving it energy to the point where you're like, it is what it is, guys, you're just gonna move militant. And when you use this to be better, like, you got to use the emotions as fuel. Just think about it like this. Your ex is going to see you again, bro. She's going to see you again, bro. So when she sees you again, are you going to be a chump or are you going to be a champ? And guys, just know that, like, when your ex breaks up with you, she's going to see you again. And when she sees you again, if you look like shit and you look completely like you let yourself go, she is going to pride herself off of that. Like, you know what? I literally made the right decision by leaving this dude in the dust, leaving him in the past, Even if who she left you for, she's not with. Even if she went out and caught 30 bodies and she's a 304, it doesn't matter. She still prides herself off of like, yo, I got over on son. And I don't feel bad about it, because look at him, but when you boss up, when you got your muscles, like when you got your handsome man's game on point, you're actually bringing value to the world. You might have got a new car, a new job, like all that shit. And guys, they always know what's going on with you. So when you actually boss up and level up, they're looking at you like, damn, I let a good one go. I'm telling you guys, you always want to be the guy that, that got away from them. Never think like, oh, that's the girl that got away. Fuck all that. Like I said, if you're a good dude, right, you got your life in order, right? Your life has a lot of structure, boundaries. You're a man's man, guys. Think about it like this. A woman is never going to find a dude of your caliber that wants to take her serious. So if you might have been acting like a simp or acting goofy, you correct that. Now you're a more put together package of a man. Just know, guys, like, she's going to be looking back at you like 10 years from now. And look, the guy that she might even be with cannot touch you. You are him. That guy ain't gonna be him. 90% of the time, women do not marry the guy who has everything going on or the guy who they're extremely sexually attracted to. No, they just settle. They literally settle. So when a chick breaks up with you, it's not the end all be all. It could be worse, guys. It could be a divorce. So always remember that it could be a divorce. So glad that I got the knowledge in the game now that helps me, I'm better equipped to move out in the field now. It's one failed relationship. And it was on her. It's not on you if your game was tight. Remember that, guys. To get over the breakup, you're going to have to go out there and date other women, have a rotation of women, or not even go monk mode, just really work on yourself and then return back to the dating game. But to sit there and sulk and be bitter is not going to help the situation. And just know this, guys, the better you become in all aspects of your life, I'm calling it right now, women are going to always come back. I don't care if it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years later, high school reunions, you know what I'm saying? Like, get-togethers from like way back when everybody's all getting together, the old crew. Guys, women are going to look at you and literally be deer in headlights. Like, wow. Oh my gosh, you got big. Like, oh my gosh, you're so handsome. Like, look at the man you turned out to be. And you just look back at her like, yeah, I know. That's it. That's it, guys. And that's good enough for you. So how you get over a breakup is literally becoming that dude, and it takes time, guys. You have to unplug from the world. You don't just go out and date a bunch of girls and that's how you're gonna get over her. No, you have to know that you are him, and that's going to take some self-development. Once you make it to the other side and you become him, guys, you're gonna bump into her again, and it's gonna be hilarious, guys. I'm telling you. Or you might not at all, but guys, you leveled up and you learned from your past mistakes. Bet you won't love so hard next time, right? It's your boy Justin J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.